Hello boys and girls, welcome back to Live Arena. I am your host, Gavin Masters. What kind of an accent was that? I don't know. I haven't done Live Arena in such a long time. Today, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to pick Mortu Macabre, at least a little bit, because I got him recently. I built him up. I've been meaning to use him in Live Arena, and I haven't done Live Arena in like forever. So I'm going to pick him first. Actually, maybe I shouldn't pick him first, because they might have an easy time countering. Let's go with Lady Mikage first. She's always the right choice. So how have you all been? Did you miss my Live Arena fights? And any of you guys in the comments who are regulars or irregulars, do you guys have channels where you do Live Arena fights? Let me know. I'll check out your channel. That is a promise. So we're starting with Bilixon. That name sort of looks familiar. I don't know if we fought before. I suppose I should do a sponsorship thing. This episode of Raid Shadow Legends Live Arena was brought to you by IDGAF Pop-Up Killer. You sick of seeing pop-ups? Try IDGAF. IDGAF about your stupid product. Go away, pop-up window. It's just a state of mind. You can't download this anywhere. You just kind of you just kind of have to adopt that state of mind. Okay, so I'm seeing Sun Wukong. Now this is a good thing to counter with Mortu Macabre. And I'm seeing Harima. With Harima, I kind of want, I also want to bring the King and Queen more often. So I'm going to bring the White King, and I'm going to bring the White Queen. And I will bring Mortu Macabre, assuming Belixon doesn't. And I'm not seeing him, so let's bring Mortu Macabre. And what really completes this? I like to have 2 revivers just in case. I like to have 2 nukers just in case. I guess I have 2 nukers. So maybe I'll just bring Duchess. Or, you know what? I'm gonna bring Elva. Because I like the way Elva can kind of throw invisibility around. It can be very annoying to deal with when somebody has a Mortu Macabre. So, if I were my opponent, I would actually eliminate King Narcisse, which is probably who's going to get eliminated anyway. This could actually make this first fight kind of annoying, because there's a lot of RNG involved in using Mortu Macabre. So maybe I'll just get rid of Harima. Or I could get rid of the only reviver. You know what? I just remembered. It's got to be Harima, because of course Mortu Macabre is a demon and she blocks demon crits. So if I can't crit with a demon, that's no good. So maybe I want the HP, just because I've got 2 HP based nukers. I could take speed. I'm not going to outspeed them though. He's got the best aura, I think. 24, 19, 19. I'm going to take the HP. That's how we'll do it. This is going to be the first fight in a while. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself. Although very little embarrasses me anymore, it seems. Also, these fights might be easier than I'm used to, and they might be harder than I'm used to. I'm not really sure, because I probably dropped in the rankings, but the meta may have shifted a little. I'm wondering if the meta's shifted at all. Let's start with a nice little cleanse. And we can get Narcisse back up. And for some reason... See, I thought the White Queen was supposed to take crowd control debuffs away from whoever had the highest crit damage, but maybe the highest crit damage is actually more too. I haven't checked. So, I do have Peril. So let's just get rid of him. I don't have a great feeling about this fight, though. But basically, I probably want to take out... Sify next. If I survive this. I am getting hit a lot. But Sify... Oh no! She's got Swift Parry. Well done, Billixon. But the reason I say Sify next is because she's got that sleep. And basically, if I don't take her out before I lose this block debuffs, I'm just going to get slept before every turn. But I don't know. I think I'm going to run out of health before that happens anyway. This almost worked, though. Almost. Well, good game, Billixon. I tried. So there's a new champion in town. Someone in my clan was asking what I thought about the new Void champion that's coming out who's got that poison cloud. And I am blanking on her name right now. I want to say like Coffin Mistress or something like that. It's they always do something really interesting with the names. I would like to start with somebody that's going to have a lot of utility. To keep it interesting, I could make it him instead of Lady Mikage. Sosin might let me keep him. Even. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And I think it's interesting that we're now getting Poison Cloud on champions because there is that new blessing that pierces through Poison Cloud. Which is just, it's kind of funny. It's like Plarium is coming up with these crazy new buffs and debuffs that only apply to certain other buffs and debuffs, so it's creating an increasingly Kafka-esque system of buffs and debuffs. So you got Armands. I kind of want to have Lady Mikage then. But I also kind of want to have the King and Queen. So you know what? Let's take the King. Let's take the Queen. Maybe I should even open with White King Narcisse. I have discovered, or maybe I didn't discover this recently, but I recently had an epiphany about a strategy for it. But basically, anytime you have the AI do an ally attack, it always attacks whoever's in position 1. So if you have White King Narcisse, you put him in position 1, an ally attack is just never going to do anything to him, because if anybody attacks out of turn, he simply takes no damage as long as he's got the Queen in the team with him. Anyway, now we got a lot of crowd control on the enemy team, so that's something to look out for. I might even want... You know what? I already have 2 cleansers. Let's make sure we have enough nuke, so I will bring him for sure. And maybe I just want to bring... Maybe I just want to bring Sun Wukong. He's got a lot of good control. He still can nuke. We're out of time. It's going to be Sun Wukong. I don't know, maybe I should have gone with Duchess or Pythion. Or Elva. And I'm constantly reminded, I wish I had Sify. Sify is definitely the void that I want. Plarium, you should do a guaranteed Sify pull at some point. You could make it 250 void shards and I'll still pull for her. Like, that would be horribly unfair. That's not a good deal, but I'd still do it. That's how bad I want Siphi. So we got Harima, and I think I just want to eliminate Harima. Anytime I see the Nutcracker, I kind of think I should bring Goffred, just because he's basically the counter. I don't know if there are any other counters to the Nutcracker. And really, you're eliminating Pedrig. That's interesting. So I'm going to make HP my main stat. I don't know, maybe I should go for speed. I feel like this team is going to be dancing circles around us and doing a bunch of sheep shenanigans. He probably even expected me to ban Armands, and come to think of it, that's probably what I should have done. Armands is actually a pretty good response to the Mortu Macabre. Like, he could just sheep him, and then Mortu comes back with half health, no stone skin. And here's the problem with being so rusty at Arena. I got the first pick, right? I should have just opened with Armands. He's the single best champion still. I don't know why it took me 3 fights to realize this. So I'll open with Armands next time. That's how I'm going to handle this problem. Let's see if I could just... Nope, not enough. The thing is, White King is very tough. Wow. And he hits very hard. Youch, man. I need that Armands. This is no good. Okay, you know what, Sozin, you've made your point. Well done. Good game. And I said 3 fights. That's only been 2. Obviously, I can't count. So we're up against Ghost Wolf. And he gets to pick first. Is he going to pick Armands? He is, isn't he? No? Okay, cool. So I can pick Armands, and why not? Let's take both of these, just to be ultra annoying. Even though I'd really like to stick to a strategy this time, where I pick 2 revivers and 2 nukers, just to make sure I don't get shafted either way. So I'll go with King, Queen, I think his plan might be to just outspeed me and bomb me. Which definitely has the capacity to work. Well, now I don't know what the plan is. I mean, this is actually a pretty well-rounded team. So maybe I want another reviver, cleanser type. Where's Elva when you need her? Oh, he's got Elva. Duh. What about Pythion? Whew, just in the nick of time. So, if I eliminate Sun Wukong, how's this look? Because we also have the problem of getting bombed out completely. I could also eliminate the bomber, so that doesn't happen. So I guess we're doing it this way, and I'm not going first. I could take some resist. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I could also take the extra health. I'm going to take the HP. Makes Narcisse hit harder. And I am going first. I'm kind of astonished by that. I don't even know how this happened. Well, we seize the day. And that didn't give me as much control as I wanted. Okay, so I can put up a cleanse. Put up block debuffs. I don't think these guys are going to live very long. Nope. Not at all. Good game, Ghost Wolf. I guess if I let you keep the bomber, that fight might have gone different, but I don't know. You need a faster Arbiter, my friend. I'm trying to think. My Lady Mikage is somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 and maybe 350 speed, maybe 360. So yeah, she is pretty fast, but I didn't have a speed aura, so I don't know how I managed to outspeed anybody at this tier. So we got Armand's right out of the gate. I guess I better go with Lady Mikage. And I do want the White King, so I'm going to go with him. I'm going to reserve the White King now. I haven't picked Fenax yet. Something's wrong with me. I mean, if I'm going for Lady Mikage, I mean, Fenax is like the most obvious partner for her because his A1 is just completely bonkers, especially if they have Sun Wukong. So I'm going to go with the Queen, and I'm going to go with Fenax. I actually kind of wish Fenax was going before Narcisse in the turn order. Because Fenax, Narcisse might hit too hard, but then again, we could just gang up on someone else, and then we could use Fenax's turn to target Sun Wukong. Anyway, I've got a Reviver. I've got 2 nukers. I have a Nuisance Champion, which means probably I should have a Reviver. We need more Reviver/Nuisance champions. Because right now I'm not thinking of too many Reviver Nuisance champions. Shill of the Drakes comes to mind, but I feel like you never see her in Arena. Whoops. I should bring somebody that brings survivability. Maybe I'll bring Duchess. That seems to balance this pretty well. I am okay with this plan. So let's eliminate her. She worries me. Armand's also worries me, of course. We could get a lot of crowd control coming off him. So just give me the extra health again. We'll see if I survive the initial onslaught. If I don't, well then at least it's over quickly. So, what you up to, Pro 100 Anna? So I got a fair amount of stone skin, so he can't just stun everybody. He can definitely sheep someone, though. I'm sure that's coming. Nope, just wants to go for his A1. I see that often. Often people even take their defense teams and they have Armands open with the A1. I'm not sure if that's the AI doing that or if people are actually doing that in their defenses with Armands. Is there any reason to do that? Because I think really he should start with either his stun or his sheep. There's no reason to just come out and put somebody on cooldown, especially not Fenax. I mean, I'm going to use Fenax's A1. I don't even use his other moves anyway. So I don't know. It strikes me as an odd choice to ever have Armands open with the A1. But I could be wrong. There might be a good reason to do it that way. I'm just curious. So, any thoughts? Any ideas? Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of Sun Wukong. That's one problem solved. And that's a lot of stuns. Jeepers creepers. There must be a better way to bake some defense against Armands into a typical team that I bring. Like better than merely just polymorph. Because I don't have any right now. I have put the White King and the White Queen both on the ×8 for pulling souls. Because I really want a good soul for really both of them. So they're both on the list. I don't know when that's going to happen, though. I suppose these two actually do have a cooked-in defense, because she will take any crowd control away from him. That's the theory behind her passive. She takes away his crowd control, she puts it on herself. When her turn meter fills up, if she has any crowd control on herself, she just cleanses it. But we're still losing all that turn meter too on top of it. And that could make all the difference. And all Armands has to do, all Pro Anna has to do is figure out that I'm kind of dependent on this passive and sheep one or the other of them. Okay, let's get him back in. And you're taking him right back out, smart man. But that's it. Good game. Smart man. Smart woman. Assuming Anna is a girl, but I don't know. I don't know anything, man. So we got Darren Boone coming up. Somebody else who went after Wixwell. Another Armands, huh? Okay, well, I suppose I should take Lady Mikage. And, yeah, I will go for Narcisse again. I think he panned out. The more I use Narcisse, the more I like him. He's a very good counter to Taras. Not that I see Taras much anymore. I think everybody that owns a Taras just sort of moved ahead. Now I have to catch up so that I can try to beat on their Tarases with my Narcisse. Of course, they probably have Narcisse too. And then they probably just pick him first. But I'll take the Queen. And I kind of want to take Rhodos because of the Leorius. I think Rhodos is a good counter to that. And then what's missing? I guess we just need, I don't know, maybe a Duchess or something. You know what? I'm going to pick Duchess first. And then I'll go with Rhodos. I figure if I show Rhodos too early, they just counter with Ultimate Death Knight. Ultimate Death Knight, such a good counter to Rhodos. And of course, the solution to that problem is to pick Rhodos and Ultimate Death Knight together. They are a good team. I think the ultimate team would actually be all undead. You just take Rhodos, Siphi, Ultimate Death Knight. That's 3 of the 4 affinities covered. What's a good undead for the fourth affinity? There's Vogoth. You just make you really tough. That'd be a nice rainbow team right there. I would like to be that team. Would not like to fight it though. Okay. I'm gonna take somebody that is gonna be hard for him to bomb out. So maybe I'll go for Elva. I feel like I'm very slow on the draw today. Like I keep almost running out of time before I get the champion that I want. I'm going to eliminate Armands. Just because, oh my god, what a putz. Oh, hang on, I have outsmarted myself. I picked 3 I can't believe I did this. This is awful. I'm sorry, Darren Boone. I brain fart, and you absolutely did exactly what you were supposed to do. I was supposed to pick Rhodos. I said it. I'm obviously not awake this morning. I can't believe I just did that. Why did I do that? Is it because I was talking about ideal teams and I was talking about revivers? So dumb. I mean, I suppose I could have tried to make that work, but I don't know. What am I going to do? Like debuff them to death with Lady Mikage? Would have taken a long time. So Lady Mikage, White King Narses. Let's go Tombola. Tombola Mamola. Tombola Mamola Favola. I don't know. Okay, so he's got the White Queen. That's a good catch. So now I have to work without her. Maybe I do want more Macabre for this. But I don't know. I'm almost certainly going to eliminate him. I want to make sure I have a good balance against whatever comes next. So let's go with Duchess and Phoenix. Or maybe I want to go with RB. Come to think of it, because I bet he wants to go first. So if I have RB, that's going to be harder for him to do. Or for her to do. No judgments on the gender of my opponent. I would guess with a name like Tombola that it's a guy, but Tombola might be something else. Tombola sounds kind of like a salsa musical instrument. Watch Tombola be something really obvious. Okay, this is a real nuisance team. Like I guess I'm half expecting Tormund to be some kind of nuker. So what do I need to navigate this team? I need maybe just a cleanser and a reviver. He's kind of got it all. I'll go with him. I'll just get rid of Sun Wukong. Or do I just want to get rid of... I mean, Armands is so horribly annoying that I'm thinking maybe I still want to get rid of him, but... yeah, and I'll do it that way. That's fine. And... I'll go with the speed. I don't have my ally attack anymore. That's something I'm more used to from before when I was taking these two together. Is that pretty much guaranteed that I'd have a 6-star polymorph and an ally attack. I miss those days. Maybe I should start taking these two together again. So I could go with this. I could go with this. I think maybe I will go with the speed. They're probably hoping that my Arbiter will freeze my own guys, which might happen to some of them, but it will not happen to all of them. So let's go for that speed boost. And they put up a shield. I think that was actually a mistake, because with this shield up, Narcisse can hit twice as hard. Of course, if Narcisse dies, then that doesn't really do me any good, does it? And my revive is going to get wasted. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I want to get right on top of killing off these guys. This is rough, though. I don't know who I can actually manage to kill off, if anybody. So I'll start with her. Now, the game of can I survive? I don't know. I probably should not be able to, but you never know. I could get lucky. I could get a bunch of counterattacks off Pythion. Every time he counterattacks, we get a decent amount of healing. Sun Wukong's hit very hard, though. All right, just keep hitting. This could work. Oh, not at all. Good game, Tombola. So we got Mickey Knox free. A name that just looks like three completely unrelated words to me. Or maybe his name is just Mickey Knox, and this is his free-to-play account. Come to think of it, that's probably what's going on with that name, eh? What's up, Mickey Knox? You gonna open with Armands? You are, aren't you? Oh, he's gonna open with Cardiel. Okay, well, I will open with Armands. And maybe Narcisse. And you know what? I'm going to put Narcisse in the first slot. Armands in slot 2. Then I'm going to go for my queen. And I want a second nuker. Maybe I want Rhodos this time. And then I'll also want a reviver, so maybe also Duchess. She does improve our survivability, so I'm gonna go with Duchess. Final pick will be Rhodos. I won't do something stupid like immediately go and find Elva. Yeah, so I'll go for Rhodos. And who am I eliminating from this? So we kind of have to watch out for some threats. I guess I'm most worried about him. So I'm going to eliminate the Nutcracker. And I will take the HP. Because I now have 2 HP-based nukers. So I might as well make them both tougher and hit harder. There really is still no one like Rotos for nuking. Nuke's based on attack and HP, and he can steal HP from enemies, making his HP even bigger, giving him even more. And it occurs to me there is actually another way of increasing your HP as well, because now we have that ogre, the Void Legendary Ogre, who's got the Fill Your Bellies ability, who's got like the conjoined twin on his shoulder, and he's always feeding him out of this little pouch. I am blanking on his name though, but I love that Fill Your Bellies ability, because you can gradually make yourself even tougher with it. Yeah, I think he's bummed because he was hoping that he would get the double bomb, and now, I mean, you really should still have gone for it, because at least you could bomb out my cleanser. Now my cleanser can actually just wipe the bombs off everyone. But I guess he figured my my Duchess could revive everybody anyway, but now there's not even any bombs on anybody. I am not worried about nothing. I'm going to start with the A2, or the whatever. I'm going to start with that. The move that I started with, that's what I'm starting with. And I'll eliminate... Who do I want to eliminate? Cardiel. Revive blocked. Cardiel is gone. Let's see if I can get rid of RB. So no more RB. So basically, as soon as this stone skin expires, you're done. So I don't know, Mickey Knox, you got a good. Oh my God, it was my turn. Ugh, I'm sorry, everybody. Anyway, good game, Mickey Knox. You got a couple more fights. I feel like these have been going pretty quickly. Anyway, I'll have 5 more, and I might as well do them while I'm here. When else am I going to use them again, right? So we got Armands. I could go for the double polymorph to try to counter it. But I could also just go for Narcisse to try to counter it. And anyway, I'm probably just going to ban the Armands. So he's going with the White Queen and Taras. Very interesting. With all this power, I'm wondering if I want Duchess and Pythion, just to be able to survive a little better. And then maybe I'll go for Rotos as my last pick, or maybe Phenax. I'm okay with this plan. Taras hits really damn hard if he can get enough buffs going. So I'm going to guess that maybe Mithrala or... Okay, that's interesting. There's actually not a lot of buffs that are going to get placed anyway. I still want to get rid of this guy, though. So maybe I'll go for... I could also go for Volcanon. I am not sure. Let's go for Volcanon. He needs more airtime. So I'll go for Volcanon. I will get rid of Armands. And I will go with Volcanon's speed. Plus 30 speed. I mean, he's still got Arby, so he's probably going to go first. Not sure what to expect here. So I'm going to buff my champions. Hopefully I'm not about to lose all of them to Sun Wukong. Guess we're about to find out. Okay. So I'll go for the double blast. Oh, that gets rid of Taras. No more tough Taras for you. Do I want to revive? Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah. And I will eliminate Narcisse. Let's get her friends back in, and good game. 300,000 damage. That is overkill. I can't believe how good of a response Narcisse is to Taras. Because outside of Taras, I mean, or outside of Narcisse, I don't know who else really hits Taras like that. Because of Taras' crazy passive. I mean, you pretty much have to shut that passive off. So I guess I'm going with Armand's. Sorry, gringo. So maybe I'm going to see my opponents bring some really solid Armand's counters. Because right now I have no idea what could even be a solid counter to Armand's. You have White King and Queen if you can take them together. You have Polymorph if you can take a lot of that, and that kind of counters them. But there's a lot of RNG. I know Plarium is talking about nerfing Polymorph or just doing something with Polymorph because they're still not happy with it, but they don't know exactly what to do. I gather this is what I think they're probably trying to do. They are probably trying to come up with a counter that they can sell people, because there's always that money angle, right? So come up with a champion of the counters. Kind of like Taras. They invented the problem that was Taras, and then they invented the counter, which was Narcisse. And Plarium, if I haven't said it recently, I am very grateful that you made Narcisse a guaranteed summon. I mean, he wasn't a guaranteed, but he was like he was a reward for going through a hero path. I don't know. I like that. I appreciate that you take away the RNG and allow people to just either spend their money or save their hard-earned resources on chasing after guaranteed champions who really, really rock. And I love having these two together. Now if I could just get that Siffy. So Plarium, you should just do a guaranteed void pull for Siffy. It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. And okay, I'm gonna bring these two. I think this is balanced right there. I'm running out of time, flapping my gums too much. I'm sorry, folks. I guess it's been a while, and I'm feeling chatty. So I'm probably going to eliminate her. I should commit her name to memory. I have no idea what this champion is called, but I do have a sense that she can block revive, and I don't want that to happen to my dudes or dudettes. So I'll go with Armand's speed aura. I am probably getting outsped, but that's fine. As long as we're not getting lapped. I feel good about this fight. It might be too early to tell, but I feel good about it because his nuker is the wrong affinity to take out my nuker and one of my revivers. I don't see anyone else being a nuker, but I suppose you never know. I wonder if you could build Arbiter as a nuker and just surprise people by using her A2 and sending out that whirlwind and just smacking down everybody because she's in like 100% ignore defense gear. It'd be hilarious if somebody tried that. No one would be expecting it. So I'm going to come in with this. Let's see if I have the accuracy to hit enough of them. And I got sheeped. I guess that's what I deserve. I love Eastrid's Easter-themed animations. They are really cool. She really is a solid champion. I think Gringo maybe shouldn't have brought both of them, though. It seems like overkill, but maybe he just wanted to make sure he had a good speed lead. So let's sheep. Eastrid? I'm going to sheep Eastrid. Then try to inch her down. Everybody's got block buffs, so there's not really much point in trying to buff everybody. And maybe I will knock him down. Take some help from her. This won't be quick, though. Sun Wukong's going to be right back. Maybe I can keep his stuff on cooldown. I guess I'll focus on putting her down. I don't like that she's so good at resisting my debuffs. We can maybe sheep her down. Sadly, I missed out on the opportunity to get the 5-star soul for Armand's, and that was really a mistake. He's obviously the best champion in the game, and obviously I should have gone after the 5-star soul. Without it, I pretty much need to pair him with an increase accuracy champ to really get what I think I need. Let's see. I don't like that increase attack, so I'm willing to kill you and have you come back one more time. Just to be able to get a little piece. I think we've got this. I don't know why I didn't go for the revive there. I obviously should have. Let's chip away at her. Alright. Just got to take out Eastrid, and then we're good. It's awkward because I'm the wrong affinity for Eastrid. You know what? I'm going to let the White Queen do that one. Yeah, just keep chipping away at Eastrid. And I definitely want to get rid of that increased attack. Of course, she can keep putting it back on because she's lightning fast. Alright, let's cleanse this off. Can I control them finally? Somewhat. Here, let's sheep him. He's becoming a problem. Alright, this will give me some peace. So give me the time I need to just take down Eastrid. Anyway, good game, Gringo. I don't think there's really any way I can lose now, but you never know. So good game, Gringo. I guess I got 6 more fights to do. I will take those other tokens. I will use them today. I'm in the mood to keep going. I have not kept up with my promise at the beginning of the episode, have I? I wanted to use Mortu Macabre. I don't know. Like, Mortu Macabre, I think, is a arena defense champion. He's really super annoying to deal with on defenses. Bringing him to live arena just... it can be good. But it's just not my favorite pick. I think the king and queen might be my favorite pair right now. I think Lady Mikage might be my single favorite nuisance champion, notwithstanding Armand's. He's not my favorite. He's just the most powerful. I got to admit. You know, it's kind of like the United States, obviously the most powerful military. Are they my favorite country? No. Most powerful country? Yes. Most powerful doesn't mean favorite. My favorite country? Christmas Island. Never actually been to Christmas Island. I just like the name. It sounds like a really happy place. Christmas Island. I imagine it's Christmas every day on Christmas Island. Anybody ever been to Christmas Island? So let's go with Duchess. Let's go with maybe I'll even go with Duchess Pythion again. No. No, no, no. Let's make sure we have the queen. We must have the queen. And I'm out of tea. So I'm going to need a nuker. I really wanted Rhodos, and now I can't have him. So well-picked Pilot Eager. Pilotager. So who do I want? I could go with Phenax. He's never wrong. I'm going to go with Phenax. And let's eliminate Armand's. Because Armand's is a problem. Rhodos can also be a problem. I'm going to eliminate Rhodos. Just out of spite. I wanted to use Rhodos. So I'm eliminating him out of spite. And that could be a mistake. So I could try for the resist to see if that's going to be good enough. I don't know that it is. Maybe I should just go for the HP. I'll go for the resist. I don't even know offhand what my resistance is at on Pythion. I'd be willing to bet it's not good enough, though. I want to guess it's somewhere in the neighborhood of 400. And their Armand's is probably at least 500 accuracy, and you need probably at least 600 resist to resist that. But strangely, I get to go first. So how do I handle this situation? Because I could bum rush somebody. I could also just go for the crowd control, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So Crixia can come in with her cooldown thing, whatever it's called. Oh no, she's not doing that. She's cleansing. That is a smart move. That is a very smart move. I respect that. So I'm going to go for the cleanse. And now we got a couple sheeps on the field. I could try for some crowd control off the A1. And I think that might be what I want to do. No, didn't pan out. Well, I can get you out of the fight for good. Block revive. She is not coming back ever. And good game. That was all it took, apparently. The trick is to make sure when you're using that A3 that they have 3 debuffs, or 3 buffs or more. 3 buffs or more, you block revive. 2 buffs or less, you don't. And I'm often thinking of that in the back of my mind when I'm looking at their lineup is, am I going to get the opportunity to block revive with Narcisse? Because it's not as simple as it is with other champions like Fenax, who just does it, or Mortu, who just does it, or Rhodos, who will do it after gaining a certain amount of HP. You'll eventually get there if Rhodos can stay alive. That's a big if, though. Okay. I want Armands because I do not want my opponent to have him. I want Narcisse, rapidly becoming my favorite nuker. I want his lady. And maybe another lady. I mean, I like the balancing there. And then I want Rhodos. Am I going to get the opportunity to get him? Okay. Another thing I like about Narcisse and Rhodos, and Fenax, in fact, the 3 of them are reasonably good at dealing with Yumeko, who I would otherwise almost have to ban just because I don't like the way she puts everything on cooldown. At this point, I think I'm going to eliminate him just because he's going to kill everybody too quickly. And these two can kind of reset one another, which is also going to be annoying to deal with. But at least we're not dealing with 2 nukers. So let's bring the HP Aura lead. Damn, that is a lot of control. Yeah, he was right to eliminate the White Queen because now neither of my nukers get to dodge any of that crowd control. So we basically just got Armands, and he's not as fun to use if all his stuff is on cooldown. Man, this team is really annoying. I have half a mind to just resign. Because I feel like we could lose, we could also win, but what could happen a lot right now is that he's just going to put me to sleep again and again and again. Which is going to piss me off. And it's probably going to piss you guys off. Well, actually, he's doing a pretty good job at nuking us out, though. So let's see if I get lucky. I get an extra turn? Ooh, I got an extra turn. Cool. How about I kill Arby? There, now nobody gets a reviver. So she presumably does her reset thing again. Just reset, reset, reset. That's so broken. Well, let's see if I get a free turn again. Nope, doesn't look like it. So all things considered, I mean, that was still pretty close. But that's a pretty broken combo. I gotta look out for that. Because basically, I mean, blocking either nuker doesn't really stop him from just constantly resetting everyone else. You kind of have to get rid of one of the reset champions. So, I'm going to go with the king. Do I just want to go with the king and queen? I don't know. What if he's got Lady Mikage? I'm going to go with the queen. I'm going to pick the king and queen. That's who I want. Hail to the king and queen, baby. So he's going with the killer combo of Ultimate Death Knight and Sun Wukong, and they do go so well together. They're also a good counter to Rhodos, who is somebody I was thinking of taking, and now I don't want to. Maybe I do want to go for Lady Mikage after all. And also Fenax. I think. I mean, this makes sense. Fenax is kind of, even outside of an ally attack, Fenax is a pretty good response to Ultimate Death Knight. To some extent, so is Mortu Macabre. But I kind of have to wait for his peril to activate, and I kind of have to have him not get crowd controlled, and that's what Armand's is all about. So let's just take another reviver. Maybe I'll go with Elva. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. I'm going to go with Elva. I'll eliminate Armand's. Who's he going to eliminate? Narcisse. Okay. So I could go with a 19 or a 19. So it doesn't matter. I really should pick a new blessing for Elva too. It just occurred to me that the Brimstone blessing on Elva is from back when she was on my clan boss team. I'm really not using her for that anymore. So she could easily have something that, I don't know, makes her healing a little better. Maybe the blessing that that improves the healing buffs, because she places tons of them. Oh, it's my turn. Okay. Ally attack. Oh, and we're not hitting Sun Wukong hard enough. Dang. All right, well, let's put some buffs up. Buffs that he can't steal. For the most part. He obviously stole enough of them. Do I want the strengthen? Yes, I want the strengthen. Let's try to strip what we can. And that about wraps it up for Sun Wukong. We still got to worry about Rhonda, though. If Rhonda can be a nightmare. So come on, Rhonda. What kind of mischief are you going to get up to? Let's try to lift that stone skin. We're just not having a lot of luck with that today. And put up some buffs, though. I have Elva in 9 pieces of protection, so it is super likely that everything she places will be protected. It was not easy getting 9 pieces with the right stats, let alone getting 9 pieces at all. I think I'm going to be a little patient. I'm not going to revive her. I'll revive her with Elva. And I'm going to hit everybody. Wow, that is a tough Duchess. I mean, she also does have that passive that reduces area of effect. Why did I hit everybody instead of trying to do a double shot with the A1? Well, my friends, there is a method to my madness. And the reason is I just wanted to make sure I hit both of them with the decrease defense buff. Basically, I've got cruelty, so I want that cruelty to kick in as much as possible. If I ally attack her first, and I eliminate her, she's gone. I mean, it is not looking good for this team anymore. So good game, Anthony. You can feel free to resign anytime you like, or you can stay in. That's fair. But I'm gonna put it on full auto. I mean, what are you gonna do now, Anthony? Damn. That UDK doesn't even hit hard. Anyway, good game, Anthony. On to the next. So, session's been pretty good so far. We haven't had a single one where this timer ticked anywhere close to 60 seconds. So we're up against OBV. Excuse me? We got somebody with the tag OBV joining our clan, and he still has it. He hasn't changed it yet. What is OBV? Because I think some of the other players actually recognize this tag, but I don't. I don't know who they are. It doesn't mean anything to me. Armands. Duh. And King and Queen. And some other Reviver and Rhodos. Unless he takes Rhodos, in which case, excuse me, I wanted Rhodos. Unless I want Fenax again. Nah, I want Rhodos. And Duchess. Right? I think that's what I want. I could also go with Elva again. I do like having 2 cleansers on the team, just in case I need them. But I don't know. When I see something like this, he's got 2 crazy powerful nukers. I am worried that we are going to die, like immediately. So he's got Mighty Uko. So there's a lot of control, and then it's basically just making sure one or the other of them gets off their attacks first. I'm gonna eliminate him because he worries me ever so slightly more, but they both worry me. Baron hits harder, but Nutcracker just hits through Stone Skin, makes himself unkillable. Rhodos can kind of handle that, but only if he's still alive, which he wouldn't be. I'll take the HP. That's what I'm going to do. So there goes some of the stone skin. There goes the rest of it. Oof. Ouch. There go both of my revivers. That is not what I wanted to see. Okay. I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna... Oh no, I got feared. And he resets. Okay, so I'm gonna take out her. I'm gonna take out him. And now I guess I just gotta beat him with Rotos. Which is not gonna happen if he's grad controlled. Well, excuse me. Excuse you. Good game. So we got Bushrood with Armands. So, you know what, I'll just go with the King and Queen. I'm pretty happy with them as a duo, and I'm pretty comfortable with the idea that I'm just going to be eliminating Armands. Almost regardless of what else I see. I suppose if I see another Kymar Yumeko pair, I'll probably have to break that pair up. Probably by removing the Kymar, but who knows. I will go with... Maybe I do want Lady Mikage. And Fenax. Or maybe just a couple tough revivers. I mean, I could bring 3 revivers and then 1 more nuker and just kind of be a nuisance. I mean, this is kind of a nuisance. I'm bringing 3 revivers. I just gotta not be dumb and bring a 4th reviver. Or he should bring somebody with block revive. Come to think of it, he's brought Siffy. He's probably just gonna bring Rotos, which is exactly who I want to bring. So let's eliminate... I mean, I want to eliminate Armands just because I don't want to get crowd controlled like a crazy amount. I think it still has to be Armands. So I've got Narcisse. He's going to be putting my stuff on cooldowns. I'm going to have to live with that. Or not live. I mean, like, I could just as easily not live. Yeah, but you know what I mean. It's just an expression, guys. It's just an expression. I'm going to need you guys to get off my back. So everything's on cooldown. This fight is going to take a lot longer now because of that. Unless Taras just completely murders us all, which is definitely possible. I also needed to get lucky off her A1 there, because her A1 can lower the cooldown of Narcisse. Is actually a really good chance to lower his cooldowns. But it's not perfect. Wow, I am amazed we survived that, but we do have a lot of damage reduction right now. A lot of it. I mean, we had that shield, we had his passive, we have her passive. All of that's reducing the damage. We get hit by another hit like that, though. That's game over. I'm having a lot of trouble getting anything going. Yeah, I know, Siffy, you want to put him to sleep, but that's not how this passive works. All right, so let's get him back in with 100% turn meter, hopefully. And let's blow up everybody. And they survived. This is a crazy fight of crazy tanky boys and girls. Because, of course, you have the passive that both of them have playing off one another. This might be the tankiest fight I've ever seen. Like, not necessarily we're the two tankiest players, but these are tanky champions. So Bushrood, you're going down. Win or lose, I respect your team, but I want to win. So everything's on cooldown again. Although, at least I got to use it this time. We've been in here 3.5 minutes. She can also totally gradually erode our defense. So that is going to make the hits a little worse. Coming up on 4 minutes here. And everything's on cooldown. I'm also tempted to just resign out of a combination of respect and a lack of desire to have a fight that lasts too long. Remember the old days where I was so stubborn I would stay in for a whole half hour just because I thought, you know what, my team can hold out. It's not worth it. It is never worth it. I don't know. Maybe I should pick on her first. Because I keep seeing that cooldown reduction, but I think he's just getting to the I forget the name of the move, but the cooldown forcing move. What an obnoxious game mechanic. Oh, well that just about does it for me. I doubt I'm going to get an opportunity to revive everybody before he puts my stuff on cooldown, or before she just puts him to sleep. Good game, Bushrood. You obviously had the better team, or the better strategy, or the better luck, or some combination thereof. So down to the last one. Oh, it's Bushrood again. Do I get the first shot? No, he gets to pick first again. I can't even pick champions to try to interfere with his strategy. Because I don't have those champions. I don't have Siffy. I don't have... well, anyway. I could try a different approach. So here's what I'll do. I'll start with I mean, I'm expecting him to go with the tough guys again. This is the problem. And I kind of want tough guys too. So I can go with the king and queen. Because I had half a mind to try to bum rush with Fenax and Lady Mikage, but he can eliminate one or the other to stop that strategy. And anyway, I don't think that it rapidly gets through them. They're too tough. So I need a tougher team myself. And I don't have Harima. I don't have Sify. I don't have Taras, and he's already picked Armands, so I can't. There's not really a lot I can do to even interfere with his strat, other than going for my guys again. Could try to go for something a little less Reviver-ish, and take maybe one more nuker. Last time I went for Rhodos. So this time, I'm still going to go for Rhodos. But I'm not necessarily going to make Pythion my other pick. Instead, maybe I want to go for just one more nuker champion. And maybe I want to get rid of Warlord, just so my stuff can't be shut down. I could also try to go for RB to go first. But anyway, I'm gonna go for Volcanon. This is the last fight. This is for the honor of it all. So I'm gonna get rid of Warlord and see if we can make this work. I'm also gonna go for Volcanon to see if we get to go first. Because they at least have a 30% aura here, but I don't think I'm going to beat him at the speed race. No, not at all. Not even close. Or maybe it's close. Alright, so let's get some buffs up of my own. Armands can sheep somebody and remove the buffs from everybody else. That's probably what he's going to do. That's what I would do. Except instead, he's trying to steal her turn meter. It panned out. I take it back. It panned out. So let's see. I'm gonna put up a little more protection. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna kill the sheep. I love the fact that you can do that. You can just kill the sheep. Now the sheep effect is gone and nobody's dead, and I still get the benefits. As long as I'm not completely provoked, which I currently am, apparently. And no, you can't put him to sleep. How is it still not my turn? I'd swear she was not at full turn bar and Narcisse was. Okay. So can I don't know if I can kill everybody, but I think I could just eliminate her from the fight, and that's one problem gone. And anyway, I then still get to go for this. So eliminating Harima makes me feel a bit better. Let's get her right back up. Damn. Took him right out. And damn, I lost my passive. So I guess I'll just go for the area of effect attack. And probably a good idea to do this now. You are going down, Taras. You're going down. I've had enough of your crap, Taras. You know what? I dare. I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. So good game, Bushrood. We're 1-for-1. So I'm waiting on next time. Bushrood, you and me, we're gonna meet again. We're gonna settle it once and for all. We're gonna have our game 3. But anyway, thank you all for joining. That's about all I got today. That's the end. It's the end of the video. You can all head home. You're probably all at home or at work. In which case, get back to work. Why are you watching my channel at work? What are you doing? You're supposed to be working. Although I get it, you know, work sucks. Anyway, that's it. Signing off. See y'all later.